Audio rolling. Let's turn on the camera. So first you need to drain the oil and remove your clutch side cover, and then you'll have to take off the sprocket. 2 bolts. They probably got thread lock on them. Make sure you put that on when you put it back together. And that chain guard there, that has 3 screws. One of mine is snapped off, as you can see. But once that's off, here's what you can see. The transmission cover. All those screws need to come off. I use an impact screwdriver, kind of hit with a hammer to loosen those screws. And then you got to scrape the gasket off all the way around and check all these parts. Now, upper left clutch push rod, that comes in and out, no problem. Drive shaft, there's a seal around that on the inside, but mine was fine, so I left it. Gear fork rod, don't pull that out. If you pull it out more than 2 inches, all your gear selectors come off on the inside, and you got to break the case to fix it. The gear changer, that you get, there's some pins behind that. Take that screw out and check those. Make sure they're not worn. And the neutral return spring there at the bottom, I replaced that. That's the new one that's sitting in there. This is my oil filter. When I drain the oil, this time I'm going to put a new oil filter bolt in. Not for any particular reason other than mine was original. The new filter. This is your shift linkage that came out. You'll see it when you pull the transmission cover off. These will be all hooked up and you'll know how to put them back together. You could replace that little spring there too. It's called a Pawl spring, P-A-W-L. This is my old neutral spring. Makes a huge difference replacing that. Got to get all that gasket material off the motor side and the cover side. I use this stripping gel. These are all the old seals. I've now put the new seals in the cover, and I did not change. There's a little, right under where it says Japan there's a little switch that's for your neutral light, but that wasn't leaking and it's fine, so I left it. This is what it looks like when you put it back on. Tighten all the screws down. Couldn't find a torque spec on them, but tighten them down and then go back and check it again a couple times and retighten them. Good luck.